EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out. Off we go in the NFC title game. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. That's caught right side. It's London. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Here's 2nd and 6. Shaheed in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. This one complete downfield to Walker. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On the play fake, it's Milton. This one batted in the air and intercepted. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bears. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Shaheed in motion. On 2nd down, here's Milton. He'll get this complete to Walker. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the Saints' 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Once again, it's Walker. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Brought down just shy at the goal line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. Powering forward, he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, New Orleans. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Saints will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go play action here with Williams. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's a short throw caught by Komet. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
First down. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Pass is caught. It's Tyler Scott. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Tyler Scott, touchdown Chicago. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Shaheed in motion. Milton to the air on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Milton. Open man, he's got it. It's London. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Milton. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Slot man in motion left. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This pass is caught by Scott. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Now Williams.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. To throw is Williams. And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
So while everybody in the stadium's dogging the coordinator, let me just take you into his mindset for a quick second here, Mike. The idea is you don't want to wait till third down in a goal-to-go situation to attempt to pass. So if you're going to do it, it's got to come on either first or second. They decide to go for a pass on second. And this time it backfires, and they end up taking a sack for a loss.
From back at the 5, here now third and goal. They'll run, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's fourth and goal. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears fill their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun is Milton. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
To the air on third down is Milton. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Shaheed in motion. On 1st down, here's Milton. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Milton. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To the air once more is Milton. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A throw complete to Scott.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Second down and 3. Now a give on the ground, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll get this out to his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
In motion now, it's Scott. Throwing on second down, Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Makes the score Bears 31, Saints 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A shotgun run now with Walter. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Shaheed in motion. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half. But they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He's got it at the 7. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. It is brought in the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the pistol, here's Walker. Not much there, maybe a yard. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Milton. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Checking it down, this one is caught.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Drake London was the intended receiver there, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Throw once more. Here's Milton. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here, because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Milton. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down, as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing, Milton. He's got his big tight end. Drive. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. This drive will start on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
One quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On third down, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And on third down, that ball incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And now it's fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Milton now on first and 10. Open man downfield, that's London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Working out of the gun is Milton. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg, they have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming. McBride is the motion man. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. They'll run. Johnson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Williams now to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
2nd and 7. They'll go again with Johnson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Another run here with Johnson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing is Milton. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Now, deep ball for London. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get this only to about the 20. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.